today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Broncos going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's go down to Miami. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Miami. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes Ryan Tannehill leading the Dolphins onto the field and played pretty well against the Cowboys, albeit in a loss on August 19th. 2 touchdown passes to Kenny Stills.
Really starting to develop, I think. It's his 5th season in the NFL, and that maturity coming together with brand new...
On 1st and 10, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be design runs as well as his scrambles.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The ball carrier there, Jay Ajayi. He's wanted to make sure time and again that we get his last name right, Charles. We've got it, don't we?
And you feel his pain, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, with your last name of Godden, how many different ways have you heard it?
I get Garden, Gowden, Gooden.
So you are going to take great pains to say
Jay Ajayi.
Exactly. We're going to get it right for you, Jay. I'm just Charles Davis. How can you screw that up?
Time to feature the offensive starters and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
Now Tannehill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
I love watching T.J. Ward play. Whether it's covering into deep zones or blitzing, this man makes plays.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Zebra!
Tannehill throwing again. And Cameron has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Wide 20.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 here. Here's the option going right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jarvis Landry, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic. But usually what it means is that rather than just winning the...
Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Back to throw, Sanchez. And got his man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards. 1 quarter down. It's a close game here early on. And we'll be back to South Florida after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Sanchez. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up To throw on second down is Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. And quickly, they get to the line.
380. 380.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
The safety, T.J. Ward, in on the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Throwing now, Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Tannehill now to throw. He's going to loft. Got a man. It's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.